that intro great? It's so great you had to watch it twice. So some things haven't changed. Talk about retooling.
No, nothing has changed. We've got all this awesome high-tech equipment, and I blame Ustream.
Yeah.
Plain and simple.
Like waste stream.
Welcome to Slaps360 Season 2.0. I know you guys probably heard that, and yep, as usual, it's in a two-part series.
We're lucky if it's only two-part. But yeah, anyways, we've had a lot going on. Paranormal-wise, the calls have been coming in crazy the past couple weeks. I think we've got 4 or 5 lined up aside from the ones from the documentary. So keep them coming in. We've got more team members now in Malone.
Malone in the Franklin County area.
Yep. So keep the calls coming in. We're pretty much booked for about another month. But we can fit you in if you've got something going on that you need our help with. So check us out, freeghosthunt.com, or just give us a call.
So I'm sure a lot of you heard from the first intro that we have Brian Honowitz calling from Ghost Hunters GHI, and his recently function that he's doing documentary is Haunted RI, Haunted Rhode Island, I believe.
Yep.
He'll be calling in here shortly. Brad, did we get a time when he was going to call in? 9:15. So be sure to get your questions. You can go on the chat room, put your questions there. You can call us at 315-600-8077, and you can text that number.
And if it goes out again, we're going to reboot it, so stay with us.
Yeah. It's like, it's got to crash once and then it runs seamlessly.
Yeah. Just give everybody an update on other things that we're doing. We mentioned the documentary Weird Vibes that Brad Russell is going to be doing. Now, you guys might remember him from Between Two Worlds that he did a year ago, a documentary that we were featured in. And this one here is guaranteed to be more focused on investigations, more interviews, more in depth of what it takes to actually go on a ghost hunt. So we're really excited about it.
Yeah.
And he's going to be selling them online. He's going to be selling them probably just through messaging, I'm assuming.
We'll probably have some.
We'll have some. And Brian's actually taking some home with him, and he's going to sell them there.
We're actually going to probably raffle off a couple of them with autographs from Brian, and I mean ours will probably make them worth less, but we'll sign them too.
We'll sign the back of it so you can frame it.
It's like a contract saying, we have no legal right if you're bored with it. But
right. Do you have the information for the raffle for Brian?
It's not a raffle. It's an auction.
Oh, I'm sorry, auction.
I will put it in the show links, but there are 2 auctions right now running for a meet and greet that we're going to hold when Brian comes up. They're on eBay. Search out Brian Honowitz's last name, and you should be able to come up. If you go to Slaps360, freeghosthunt.com,
yeah.
There are, if you scroll down, you'll see 2 links there. There's 2 auctions, and it's possibly get his autograph and whatnot.
And it's basically just going to be a dinner with Brian and us. Meals free. Just transportation obviously you have to get here, but he's a pretty good guy from what we've seen so far. So definitely going to be exciting.
We've got text coming in.
Text already?
Yeah.
Something wrong?
Yeah, they're upset with my grooming habits.
Are you picking your nose?
No, my grooming habits.
Oh. I don't know what that means.
It means I didn't shave.
I know. We also...
This segment's brought to you by the hearing impaired.
Huh? I don't know. October 1st and 2nd in Plattsburgh, the 3rd annual Paranormal Expo that's thrown on by Nipers. Merrill McKee running that. It's going to run 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. at the Crete Civic Center. It's a 2-day, like I said, it was a 2-day.
2 days this time, isn't it?
Yeah. And we're going to have, it's a Saturday and Sunday, we're going to have a booth there. We're going to be doing face painting. We're going to have some more t-shirts for sale.
Oh, definitely.
Please.
I mean, there's not many left. There's actually not many left.
No, actually, yeah, we had to order a whole bunch more.
Yeah.
We went fast last time.
Really fast, actually. Yeah, I mean, it was crazy. The price went up, but
yeah.
No, I'm just kidding. I'm joking. They're still really expensive. But we're gonna hopefully by the time we'll also have one at the expo that's signed by Brian, hopefully, and we'll raffle that off also.
So, and we'll have updates throughout, put on Facebook and our website to remind everybody of that. But again, that's going to be third one, but I bet it's going to be by far the best one. It's going to be more vendors there, more things for kids to do. It's very kid friendly.
Yeah, they had a bounce house last year.
Yep.
The kids were. I brought my kids and
Halloween costumes.
I had all my kids, and yeah, they were. Yeah, well, they had the Halloween costume exchange, where you can go pick up a Halloween costume or drop one off if you want to donate one.
Yep.
Which is actually pretty neat. Lots of vendors. It's fun. It's fun time. Didn't they have a haunted walkthrough too? No, I think that was a year before.
I think that was.
He might do that again. He's just looking for someone to sponsor that.
Right.
And also he does. There's a lot of what do you call them? Functions that I forgot what they're called.
We'll call them functions.
Well, presentations.
Presentations.
He has a lot of presentations about different things, psychics and technology and the paranormal world and stuff like that.
Can't they just put it on the chat?
Huh?
Can't they just put it on the chat instead of texting?
No, I like it when they text me.
Jeez.
Makes me feel special.
I guess so. So as far as that goes, now there is one thing I wanted to show you about that I found in the news today that was kind of...
what was in the news today?
Well, it was kind of weird, actually.
I don't know anything about this, so this will be interesting.
I was very busy at work today, but I did find some time to... there was actually this psychic ring in Phoenix, Arizona, where there was 40 different... I don't know what you want to call them. Well, they were just all psychics, I guess. I don't think there was any... It
was a
spiritual advisors. And basically what they did is, this is in Fort Lauderdale, they were having people come to their little studios, whatever, all throughout, and people were basically going to them for, they wanted to talk to their deceased loved ones. They were desperate, pretty much. They said that they would tell them, but if they failed to give them any money, that they would be haunted by ghosts. And there was 40 of these people, 40 different businesses that did this. And I can't remember exactly how much it was. $40 million. $40 million is what they through the course of time.
This is actually. I know.
Well, no, and they're actually, if found guilty, they're going to get 47 counts of wire fraud and face up to 20 years in prison if found guilty. But 20 years of prison, I don't think doesn't seem so harsh.
Wow.
But yeah, that was pretty crazy. I saw it in the news today, and I just, it's funny.
This is over the course of a year or so, right?
Yeah, right.
That's low. It's absolutely low.
Yeah, so it's just it's like we've said before, though. You've got all these people out there that do this stuff for monetary gain.
They feed
off everybody's.
This is what gives some of the valid psychics out there a bad name. I mean.
And there are good ones out there. I mean, we've worked with them before. But there's just some out there that I don't know.
I mean, well, no. Look at the age range: 60, 42.
Yeah, from 60 down to 21, or 84 to 21.
Oh my God, 84 years old, still in the game.
So just be careful. Be careful who's out there, and that same thing goes for.
Listen, PSA right now. You go to a psychic, and they tell you that your loved one is gonna, I don't know, what did they say? They would be haunted?
They would be haunted, yes.
That's never
haunted,
gonna happen.
And bad things would happen to them.
It's never gonna happen.
And they're gonna get $40 million out of it. So.
Well, wait. Let me think about this.
Yeah, right? Pay no attention to this guy.
I just got bills.
$40 million, man. Just $1 million would be good.
$1 million will be nice.
Yeah.
Donations can be sent out.
Yeah, right. If anybody has any questions for us or suggestions, you can give us a call, 315-600-8077, which I'm sure Brad's on right now.
Brad, I don't know did we introduce Brad?
Yeah, we did.
Brad, say hi.
Hello, everyone.
That's enough. We don't want you talking too much. Okay.
It's our time. Okay. Well, I don't have anything here, but I did.
I had.
Oh, go ahead.
I had a story. Actually, I looked up. There was a news in Arizona of a priest actually doing exorcism, actually putting out to the public he's looking to do exorcism to be on a TV show.
Yeah.
He's like, he wants to be on a TV show. He's not charging anyone to do it, but that's what he's looking for, anyone and everyone that he can exorcise to just be on a TV show.
Yep.
What do you think of that? Well, I mean, I know we're doing this, we're doing the documentary.
Well, think about it. We're doing this, and we're doing the documentary to show everybody what we do so people are more comfortable having us come in their houses. We're not charging anybody. Same thing for this. It's exposure. As far as this guy goes, he's still obviously getting paid for that.
But he's not even filming it.
Right.
He has a TV producer with him
that does not believe in what he's doing.
Right, and he's just doing it in front of him. Excuse me, I'm sorry. I had a cupcake before we started. And he's doing it in front of them. I mean, I just don't. I don't know if I agree wholeheartedly.
But you know what? It'll sell. It'll sell. People will watch it. I know. I would watch it. Yeah, I would watch it.
I don't think I'd watch it.
Just to see, I mean.
Do you believe in exorcisms? Do you believe in demons?
Slaps360, who is this?
This is Brian Cornwall.
Hey, Brian.
Hey, Brian, what's going on, man?
What's up, man? How you doing?
Oh, not too bad.
Thanks for calling in, by the way.
No problem. My pleasure, man.
Yeah, Brian, we're just telling everybody how you're going to be joining us next week on an investigation here. And if you want to tell everybody about some of the work that you're doing, I know you've got some documentaries. Obviously, you're not doing the show that people are familiar with, but you're doing a lot more now, and you've done actually pretty well for yourself. So, you want to let us know what some of that stuff was?
Yeah, sure, dude. I got a new TV show coming out in 3 weeks called Haunted Outright. It's on Rhode Island PBS, it's a local network, but we are selling the DVD of the TV show right after it hits the verdict. And it's going to be an hour-long show, and we're going to actually delve into a lot more of the history of the paranormal, of the actual locations. We're going to delve into like the hauntings and why they're there, the history of why they're there.
Okay.
And the DVD goes on sale like 3 days later, September 12th. So if anybody can't watch it on Story, you can go online, or on Facebook, or actually the pbs.org, and check out the DVD. That's what we're doing right now. Me and my friend Jason Mayo and Christian White, they're actually editing the show right now. I don't do editing, so I do, but I'm more of a promotions guy. I just contacted a bunch of stores, and a lot of stores are actually talking about DVD, which is good. And I've been adding a bunch of people on the Haunted Outright Facebook page. Other than that, I'm doing a haunting on Hamilton Street. It's a documentary with my friend Prozac from Michigan. We just did the premiere for part 1 last October. We're doing the premiere for part 2 this October. And then the next few weeks we'll be going back to Michigan and film part 3.
Wow. So
I'm very, very excited to know what I'm doing. I'm very busy.
So you said you to order these, you go to, is it ripbs.org?
Yeah, ripbs.org, and you see this little icon from the Haunted Outright. You click on that, and it goes right to our website. It'll show who's going to be on it, what investigations we do, and you can actually buy merchandise, T-shirts,
cool,
DVD, stuff like that. And it's going to have all the information you ever need to know about Haunted Outright right there, and then is on that webpage.
I'm going to make sure I put a link in our Facebook and also our webpage, so that way everyone
appreciate that.
No problem. Thank you, Brian.
So, hey Brian, just out of curiosity, what got you involved in the paranormal? We get that question asked a lot, and I think a lot of times the answers are always the same. But what was it for you? Was it just curiosity as a kid, or?
Nope. I was keeping with my friend Josh Garber's house back when I was 11 years old, and right around midnight, I saw a body at first fall right through the roof. So I walked right through one wall, walked right through the room to the other wall, and I've been hooked ever since.
Wow.
Yeah, obviously left an impression.
Oh yeah. Now it's what I started really investigating when I was 15, because from 11 to 15 you really can't investigate because you have to go out with your parents.
Yeah, because no one really takes you seriously at 15.
Exactly. So I started investigating when I was 15, doing cemeteries, breaking into old mills and stuff, which I don't encourage anybody to do, but I did. And now it's been, I counted when I first started investigating, which was in 15, now it's been 19 years and 677 investigations.
Wow. That's a lot.
Yeah, it's, I can get a lot of the investigations because of those hunters.
Right.
I have to travel across the country, go all across the world. I'm just a lucky individual to be able to investigate some of the places I did.
So when you obviously you were outside of the U.S. Doing some investigations. Now comparing outside of the U.S. To the U.S., I mean, what would you think has more paranormal activity?
Well, see, the thing about it, I have to say overseas, because every place we went was a known haunted location. We didn't go to somebody's house.
Oh, okay, yeah.
In Castle.
Good call.
And so I had more haunted locations over there because it's older too. You got to think, they're only 200 years old.
Mm-hmm.
A place, 200 years over there is, nothing.
Right.
So I mean, do you have, so what's your preference? I mean, would you rather a homeowner call you and say, "Hey, I've got issues. My kids are being bothered," or would you rather just go to a big mansion that's supposedly haunted? I mean, we generally just go by people call us that have problems and we go to their house. But for you, obviously more well known,
paranormal problems.
Paranormal problems. Absolutely.
We do get the calls that people just have problems.
Yes. But I mean, I don't know. Can you differentiate between the two? I mean, do you have a preference of, I'd like to go to this house and help them and see what they have, or is it more for your own documentation? Try and get that, the ghosts on film type thing.
Well, it's a little bit of both. I really like helping people. Matter of fact, he didn't call me today, but my friend Jason Burns, he actually has a new production company. He just started, and it's all web shows. And I'm actually going to be hosting a new web show called Ghost 911, where I actually go into people's houses and not train them how to ghost hunt, but teach the client how to see what they want. Instead of always being scared of it, I go in there and help them control the situation that they're in. And that's one of the things that I love doing. But don't get me wrong, I love going to an old mansion and just raising hell.
Right.
So, that's my specialty. If you ever see haunting on Hamilton Street 2, I'm not allowed back at this stable. It's actually a ski shop. I'm not allowed back there because the owner, for the next 3 weeks after we went in there filmed, that whatever was there, the demonic entity that was there was attacking people.
Oh my God.
Because I had provoked him too much. Well, you'll see it too. I get scratched. I literally get scratched right down the back at the investigation, and I get absolutely pissed. I wasn't scared at all. They said I got scratched, and I was just a burning sensation. I just went nuts. I went all out, and I think I provoked it way too much. But that's just me. It's just what I do.
Now, Brian, I've never had an experience to that level. I mean, I've had subtle experiences. Do you? And I can't say that I'm a non-believer. I mean, I'm a skeptic, but I just, is it something I'm doing wrong? Is it they don't like me or something?
No, it's sometimes it's really weird, but I don't investigate it very much. It seems like the ghosts know you want it too much.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
I've been out there. I've seen them with everything that you can actually see. I've been beat up. I've been slapped, scratched, punched. I've seen 7 full body apparitions now. Actually, no, I've seen 8. The only person I've seen is ectoplasm, which I don't believe exists. But when I go to a place, I don't go in there looking for the haunting. I look for disprove the haunting.
Right.
And if the haunting shows up, more pleasure for me, more fun for me.
Right.
I mean, when we get the clients that call that have these crazy experiences, and I'm not saying that they're not happening to them. And that's why sometimes I think maybe it's just me. Maybe that I scare it off. Maybe I don't know. I'm not that big of a guy.
Scare it off, and it just happens sometimes. You really can't. Tell when a ghost is gonna want to come out and play. Like literally, like last week, I was asked to go to a meeting for a Adderall Paranormal Society. They're a fledgling group. They wanted me to go to one of their meetings to talk to them, give them tips, and basically show them the way that I go something. So I'm sitting over there. It's an old factory, and before we started, they showed me a place where some guy killed himself. He actually had a woodworking shop. And he walked in on Friday, told everybody to go home early, and then blew his head off.
Wow. Whoa.
And there's still blood on the wall, there's blood on the floor. It's like they never cleaned it up.
Wow.
And they had this super huge fan going. The whole white noise. And I'm talking, and I hear music playing. And I'm like, who the hell? I know the whole rest of the factory is like abandoned. I'm like, what is this music? And they're like, oh, that's Andrew. I'm like, does he just didn't want to come to the meeting? And he's like, they're like, no, that's Andrew the ghost. I'm like, okay. Dude, I tell you straight out right now, talking about witnessing things and making people a believer. Well, Christian, the guy that's on Haunted Hour with me, he's never really seen anything. He's only seen one thing so far. We witnessed more stuff in 2 hours or 3 hours that we were there than I have in like a whole season of ghost movies.
Wow.
So a full body apparition. That whole shaving the haircut to this and that this.
Oh yeah. Yep.
Well, we're sitting there and the resident's like, I forgot her name and she's listening. I apologize, but I'm bad with names. She's like, go over there. They feel like sitting there. After he does, she has a haircut thing. I'm like, yeah, okay, whatever. I go over there, literally 2 seconds later, I hear it inside the elevator shaft. The elevator does not work. You can't get in there. All you hear is,
wow.
I'm like, come on. So I did it again. I did it like 5 times in a row. And did it every single time.
Wow.
I always had that long anticipated wait when we did shaving the haircut.
10 minutes later.
I'm like, I know it's going to happen.
It's ridiculous. It's like these shit. Like I want to go back into this whole factory and film because every time, how when you sit, give me a noise, you ask for a noise.
Yep.
The damn things are doing it every single time. And I can make a noise. I'm like, really? It was ridiculous. Somebody got scratched in the back. You can hear punches. And at one point, I thought Christian was standing on the side of me. It was pitch black, and all I could see was his shadow standing on the side of me. And I remember walking up to him. I'm like, dude, you move this place? And Christian, like, 30 feet goes, yeah, I do. I go, there's nobody standing there. I was literally standing next to the ghost for like 2 minutes.
Oh my god.
It was just craziness.
Hey, Brett,
like when they want you to come out and play, they come out and play. That's the only problem with ghost hunting is that you don't know when they're going to want to. Like they could disturb a client, for like weeks at a time, and you finally get there and nothing happens.
Yeah.
They just don't want to come and play at that time.
Hey Brian, we've got a question from one of the viewers. Do you mind answering a couple questions?
Yeah, sure, go ahead, man.
All right, go ahead, Brad.
Hey Brian, how you doing?
What's up, man?
Not much, but one question is, have you ever been followed home by something?
Yeah, I think Tori asked that question.
I can't wait to do it when I didn't get to hear it.
Have you ever been followed home by something?
Oh yeah. Yep, I sure have. A little girl. Back in 2004, before we had started started the show, before we started filming, around April, we're already in talks with the show, and some lady wanted us to talk to their house. She wasn't a ghost hunter, but she would go into old abandoned buildings to take photos. She was like an urban photographer. Something happened to her, followed her home. Me, Keith, Andrew, I don't know if you remember Brian Felt first season, him and this girl came. A bunch of people came with us. Nothing happened to me all night. Every single time I leave a room, something would happen. I was so pissed. I go, happy good night. I was so pissed I just sat down on the couch. Well, I guess the little girl liked me. She followed me home. Now this girl, you gotta remember, this girl came from an insane asylum. That's where they got this. That's where they got her from.
Mm-hmm.
I saw her once. Woke up around 2:40 in the morning. I turned over in bed, and she's squatting on the other side of my bed, staring at me. And let's just say she looked like the girl from The Ring.
Oh God, not that one.
Oh yeah, it was
not cool.
I got up. I literally got up and rubbed my eyes because I was dreaming. I turned around, she was still sitting there.
Wow.
And the only light switch in the whole room was 2 inches above her head.
Wow.
Oh man, that freaked me out.
The thing was, it was funny because I think my kids have seen her a couple times, and it was just really weird. I told them I would never go appear to me or anything like that. You could be around me, I don't care. But I thought she was gone for a long time. Nothing really happened. When I went to Unicon, the one Paranormal State, Ryan Buell,
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
they brought me along once. Me and Keith were there, and Keith was audio taping my lecture. I'm telling the story. I'm telling the whole story, which is like half an hour long, because I have lots of experience with her. And I said, well, I don't think she's around anymore. So about 3 weeks later, Keith called me. He's like, I want you to listen to something on your lecture. I'm like, okay, what would I say? I'm like, wrong. So right when I say I don't think she's following me around anymore, all you hear is this little girl voice go, it's still here.
Oh, wow, that's awesome.
Yeah, it was kind of cool. I'm like, you didn't have to do that, Keith. I don't need to know this. But she's gone now. I had a bunch of friends come over to Ghost Hunt. The original Paranormals, my group was formed. They all flew in from across the country and we were investigating. We were doing a pilot for a show. It didn't work out, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And this girl, Erica, that lives in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, it's with her now. And she followed her home.
Oh, so you pawned her off.
Yeah, I pawned her off on somebody else.
Awesome. Yeah. We got another question here for you. Go ahead, Brad.
Hey, Brian, have you ever felt attacked or feared for your life while working on an investigation?
Did you get that, Brad?
Yes, I have. I've been on 10 or 15 demonic cases, not including exorcisms. I've been witness to 4 exorcisms, and I've feared for my life, of course. I was actually afraid of an 87-year-old lady that was possessed by a demon.
Really?
Oh yes, her eyes turned completely black.
The lady that was giving the exorcism, or the one that was
No, the one that was
being exorcised?
Yeah, she was. The whole story is this 87-year-old lady in Maine was supposedly possessed. I didn't believe it. We went up there. Keith started blessing the house, and she was sitting there in her chair, closed her eyes, took off her glasses. When she opened up her eyes, it was completely black. No whites of her eyes. It was just black. And she started speaking in French story speak. She spoke English, Latin, and she spoke the language you understand. And from what I understand, it was black. It was like dyslexic black. It was ridiculous.
Wow.
And razor blade appeared on the leg. One of those like old razors that people used to get their barbershops and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Just manifested around like it took like 3 or 4 people to hold it down. And this is an 87-year-old lady.
Right.
And I was pretty much scared for my life that night.
Wow. That's because we were just talking about that too, about exorcisms, and we've seen the movies and everything like that, but it's just one of those things. It's almost too good. I don't want to say too good to be true, but
yeah,
it seems awfully I know, you see the videos on
It always
YouTube
seems fictional. I mean, because you never experienced it. Obviously, you've experienced it. To us, we haven't experienced anything that level that it almost seems fictional,
It does seem fictional. The whole, the Exorcist movie, the whole peak suit thing, and their head around.
It's obviously embellished a bit.
Actually, it's very embellished. Actually, that's actually based on a true story, though, of a little boy.
Right.
But, Hollywood has screwed up paranormal movies from the beginning of, cinema.
Mm-hmm.
So the only movie that I've heard, there's only two movies that I think are very good paranormal movies. One of them is The Last Exorcism. That movie is amazing. Basically, watch that movie. That's what people do when they're possessed. And the other one was The Others with Nicole Kidman.
Oh yes, that's a good movie. Yeah, I like that.
I literally do it, no word of a lie. And I think Keith was with me. I had a few people with me. I actually stood up and applauded at the end of that movie.
Yeah,
I look like an idiot, but I stood up and applauded.
That ending. Well, spoiler alert. That ending was phenomenal because I was totally I didn't even call it, and I usually do. Ask Tori.
I was thinking so because he would disappear. They couldn't leave the area, but I was like, nah, this can't be. And I'm like, this is amazing,
And that's what we tell people when they ask us about this. For me, that's the only explanation I can say to what the afterlife would be. They look at us the same way as we look for them.
Yeah.
And I think that's one of the best movies that you can actually, if you can compare and say, well, this is what it's like. That's got to be. It's got to be the best movie.
Oh, definitely, not even a question. I think I say that to everybody. If they ask me if what's the best paranormal movie ever made, I say The Others.
Mm-hmm. Got another question from the chat room. What?
Sure.
Okay, Brian, have you ever gone into a room and automatically felt a presence?
Yes. When you start paranormal investigating, you start doing many cases, you can feel things. I'm not saying I'm psychic because I'm not sensitive or anything like that. It's just a change in temperature, a change in energy.
A vibe.
You can go right into a room.
A weird vibe.
And feel them. And it's happened to me many times. And, it doesn't always happen to where something happens. But you can feel the whole, just the feeling of the room just, changes. It's ridiculous.
Right.
I got a question for you. What? Mm-hmm. I kind of know the answer, but I'm sure there's a lot of people out there that don't. What's your favorite piece of equipment?
Audio recorder. Give me a good audio recorder. Doesn't matter if it's tape or digital. I'm good. I'll catch EVPs all day. I love it.
So EVPs are what you go for the most?
Oh, not even a question. It's so hard to catch something on camera. It's so hard.
Yeah, I've noticed that.
It's so easy to ask the right kind of question and get that beautiful answer.
Mm-hmm. What do you think of the wide spectrum cameras, though? Have you ever got anything with any of those yet?
Oh, the full spectrum?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Well, that's what we caught it when Barry first came aboard GHR. He had one. He had one made, and we were in Walnut Castle, I think, in New Zealand, and he took that picture. It was a full picture camera here. That first came in there. I'm a bald-headed guy. Kind of looked like Facebook, wasn't there? And come to find out that place back in a prison at one point for prisoner of war. And that's what it was the prisoner of war that we caught on the full spectrum camera.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
I think it works. Matter of fact, in Haunted RI, we actually used two different full spectrum cameras. One regular 35mm camera, or digital camera, we call it. And we actually used because of BCPRT, the group, mm-hmm. and Chris from Ohio, we got actually full spectrum video cameras.
Nice.
So we used them. We didn't catch much with them, but we still use them because they look damn cool at night.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Well, we got a full spectrum video camera, and We use, obviously, it's a multi-light with an IR and a UV light. And, I mean, we're still working with it. I can't say we've actually caught anything with it so far, but, you know, I think we've only had it on maybe 10 investigations, so time will tell.
Well, where we're going on next Saturday, well, if I provoke the way I usually do, we'll get something real good.
I hope so.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Oh, I think we will. I can feel it.
Got anything else?
Got anything, Brad? Any more questions in the chat room? Well, Brian, man, thank you so much for calling in. We look forward to seeing you and doing the investigation. We want to let everyone know also, you know, that we do have an auction out there to come meet Brian. Still on the website. Just go to the website and bid, I guess.
And again, you can check out his movies, documentaries at ripbs.org. We're also going to put that on our Facebook and on our website, freeghosthunt.com.
And he said you're gonna have those for sale also, right?
Yeah, it's September 12th, that Monday after the premieres, we'll have it for sale. And just to say one thing, there's an investigation that we do, and you can see it when I go down there. We'll have the master copy done by the time I get down there with you guys next week.
Cool.
We there's an urban legend that goes along with one of the investigations that we do. And as of September 8th, it will no longer be an urban legend because we caught it on camera and we all captured it. All five of us witnessed it. It's no longer an urban legend because we prove it to be true.
That's awesome.
That is awesome.
That's
what everybody strives for, right there, and you get it.
Oh yeah, we got nothing. Jay was a very big skeptic. He believes in ghosts. He has a lot of ghost books, and you know I've been training him in ghost hunting. And Jay May was one of the guys that I'm with. And he went from being skeptical to a true believer within 2 hours that night after witnessing.
That's awesome.
What he witnessed.
Awesome.
Yeah, it was cool.
Well, Brian, again, we can't thank you enough for calling in today. We really look forward to meeting you next week, and hopefully we're gonna get our holy grail.
Yeah,
some for us. And,
let's hope.
Yeah, we'll make sure something happens.
Absolutely.
Oh yeah, we'll get something rocking.
If not, you know what? If anything, we'll have a good time.
That's right.
That's all that matters, man.
All right, Brian. Well, thanks a lot.
No problem, man. I'll talk to you guys in the next couple of days.
Thanks.
All right, man. Take care.
You too, bud. Thanks. Bye.
Awesome.
That's pretty cool.
Thanks, Brian, again. Thanks, Brad, for setting that up. Brad Roussel from Roussel Films. He's our sit-in producer tonight.
Yeah. You guys can also check Brian out on Facebook. I think that's probably one of the best spots to get him.
Yeah.
And he's great with interacting with everybody.
Yeah, actually, you could probably add him as a friend. I mean,
yeah.
I've seen he pretty much interacts with everyone that, you know, is a fan. I wanted to thank, there were some other people I wanted to thank tonight that's been helping us out here. And of course, my laptop's over there working the whole show. I have it written down. But you know what? You know who you are. Thank you.
Yes. Yeah, it's been a pretty stressful yet. I think it's all going to come to head, and it's going to be everything's going to be worth it. I think it's Brad's put a lot of work into all this. You know, we put a lot of work into it, and a lot more to come. But actually, we're one of the things we're trying to get Spanky's. Spanky's wants us to come in and do something there too. So it's almost cliche in the paranormal world because everybody seems to go to Spanky's. But
you're from the area, you know about Spanky's.
Yep.
We want to go in there. We haven't. We just didn't because everyone has.
Mm-hmm.
You know. But I think this time we're gonna actually go in and see what's going on.
Yeah.
Now that, I don't know if anyone's seen in the area, just behind Spanky's there, over by the cemetery, you'll see that they're actually digging up a lot of it, which I know it's a cemetery, but it looks beautiful, actually. It just really sets the scene. And we're wondering maybe if something's going on.
Yeah, that'd be time or something would happen.
That'd be cool to check out.
But yeah, so we've got that going on. You know, we're going to continue doing Slaps360.
I'm going to give away a shirt right now. First caller in gets a shirt.
Are you serious?
I'm going to
give away a shirt.
I'm going to do it. Hey, I'm feeling frisky.
Okay, first caller.
First caller.
Phone number is 315-600-8077. First caller gets a t-shirt. A Slaps t-shirt.
Slaps t-shirt, yes. A Slaps t-shirt.
One that Nate has worn.
That's all of them. With lipstick.
I'd give him my hat, but does it look any better on camera? Pretty nasty. Smells horrible. But it fits.
We always, you know, if you're looking to join the paranormal research, you can always hit up our website, email us, info@slapsweb.com. Hit us up, tell us what you know, tell us about yourself, and we're always looking for help. I mean,
yeah, we have a lot, like we said earlier, a lot of Franklin County lately we've been doing. Now we've got hunts coming in Ogdensburg, Messina, all around. So if anybody wants to give us a hand, you know, we'd be more happy to talk to somebody. And the phones are ringing off the hook.
Well, I forgot I had it on vibrate, but no, you know what?
Come on, nobody wants a t-shirt.
Oh, we got a girl!
Alright.
There you go.
Alright.
Hey, Brad.
Slaps360, is that Slaps360, you're on the air. Awesome, who's this? I'm sorry, Cody?
Colby.
Colby? Kobe. Alright, well, you're the winner. He's listening to the show.
Tell you what, Colby, give us a call after the show. Call this number back, and we'll get your address, and we'll send you out a shirt, okay? Alright, thanks for calling, buddy.
Thanks for calling.
Wow.
For future shows, if you're going to call on the show, just go ahead and turn down the show and listen to the phone. But thanks for calling, man. You're awesome.
Yeah.
Well, you know, I guess that's it for today, man.
Yeah, good show.
Good show.
Number one, and we only had one meltdown.
One meltdown. Hey, I'm glad it didn't melt down when Brian was calling. That would have been embarrassing.
You know what? I think Brad should definitely show the intro one more time for everybody because it kicks butt.
It's a good intro.
Well, I mean, the slow-mo thing, it's not flattering for me, but
I don't know. I think he pulled it off.
You think?
Yeah.
It kind of woke up a little bit.
I mean, that at the end where you like cock his head and you're like, I liked it.
Like the people's eyebrow.
All right, thanks everybody. I'm Nate.
I'm Donnie. Thanks for watching.
Hi, Caleb.
Hey, Caleb.
I love you. Hi, Brendan. Hi, Riley. I love you too.
Listen, Maddie, I'm sure you're probably not
Okay.
even watching, but